Hey everybody, welcome to the YouTube version, our first YouTube-only version of Riverbend Talent, and the reason we're doing it this way this week is
Let me guess. We finally got thrown off the air?
No.
I was just guessing. They finally took the keys and won't let us in.
Well, we're planning just in case, though. So now...
Prep work.
Since you brought it up and everything, you know... But what's really going on is on the radio tonight on the Big Z is the Fighting Illini, and our contract with them allows them to take over the airs no matter when the game is. So it was on right in the middle of our show, so we thought, you know, the bad part about when this happens, we're unable to get out and promote the scene like we want to do. And this weekend especially, it's like, man, look at all this stuff going on that we're not going to be, I mean, it's Valentine weekend, right?
By
Today
the way,
being Valentine's.
Would you be my Valentine?
Happy Valentine's Day, Big Ben. I'm so glad you're my friend. Thanks for the candy heart you forgot to give me. What are you doing? Oh, that's so sweet.
That's for you.
That's so sweet.
No. Hey, we you know, this is the funny thing is that I didn't realize that this show was not going to be on the air. That we actually got Valentine's Day off because of it. But because of the Illini game, I didn't realize we weren't going to be on. And I had Joshua Grassley scheduled to be on the air with us. And
because all the stuff going on at Jacoby's this weekend.
He's doing a ton of stuff down there, and we got him here anyway.
Yeah, so what we did was we planned on going ahead and recording Josh because we were going to do it because he's going to be busy on Valentine's Day, right? So he was already coming in Monday, so we're like, hey, let's just go ahead since we're filming Josh and make up a YouTube version for this week so we can promote everything that's going on at Jacoby's and this weekend around the scene. So it's going to be a little shorter this week, but... stick with us. We'll come back with a full show, I guess, next week, right? Who's on next week?
I think they kicked us out.
No.
Wait a minute. I guess we're in the studio. So.
Well, we can still do a full show even if they kicked us off.
Right.
Who's our guest next week?
Let's see.
Is it
next
Hookie?
week? Oh, the Hookie. Yeah, Hookie. Talking about their first show at Schlafly. First time playing over at Schlafly. And they're playing with Bastard and Crow, who
we're going to have on, too.
We'll have on the next week.
All right, cool.
Right.
All right, now back to this week, and happy Valentine's Day to you, Josh.
Happy Valentine's Day to you.
And thanks for coming in and telling us about what's going on. You got a big thing going on tonight at Jacoby's, right?
Yeah, we have Tia McGraff Valentine's Day concert from 8 to 10 o'clock. It's contemporary folk. They're a folk duo, and it's all Valentine's Day themed.
Okay.
So it's going to be a very intimate evening. A lot of really great original music.
Will you be my date, Pigpen?
I will.
Oh. Your wife's getting jealous.
Well,
and I'm sure, you're not really going to be my date. So.
I don't know how she would take that. She might just laugh it off, or she might be like, you promised me that we were going to get together tonight. No.
For the Tia McGraff show.
For Tia, yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know what else we'll be talking about.
No, we're not talking about
So, folk, you said it was folk?
Contemporary
folk, right?
Yeah,
and probably love type songs. Because
a lot of love songs, a lot of heart.
Not so much breakup songs? Maybe?
Probably not.
No,
that's the next night.
On the new stage. Right.
That's the 15th. That's the breakup day.
On the new stage, though, right?
On the new stage, new sound system. This will be our first concert with our new sound system, and it's really a great venue now. If you haven't been down to Jacoby Art Center for a while, it's quite a bit different than it used to be.
Right. So you moved the stage around. People remember if they've been down there recently that it was in the window. It
was in the window. The old display window for Jacoby Furniture is where we put our stage initially, and it's great. But if you get a lot of people in there, you have got some support poles that are kind of in your way if you're trying to see the main musician in the middle.
Cool. Cool. All right, so that's what's going on at Jacoby's tonight. Well, we're going to go ahead and go through the list, and then we'll get back to Friday night with Josh at Jacoby's. And you know what always happens on Thursday night in this town, Big Fan?
Irish sea shanties.
That's right, the sea shanty sing-along down at Morrison's Irish Pub. Josh, have you ever went down and done a shanty?
I have definitely gone down to Morrison's.
You got some Irish in you.
I love Morrison's, yeah.
You got a little Irish in you, right?
A lot of Irish in you.
I a little Irish in me, but that was back in college. I don't want to talk about
so
it.
So since Josh has really done this, and we just act like we know what's going on, can you tell us what really goes on down there?
It's a bunch of drunk people singing, right?
Yeah, a lot of that. Yeah. and great food.
Does someone kind of lead the way, or how's it work?
Usually, the performer will lead the way and sing along. So.
Same group of guys, and are they talking about the sea shanty, or is the whole place just considered sea shanties?
I don't know the answer.
You don't know? Okay, just curious. But there you go. You might catch Josh down there on a certain not this Thursday because he's busy down at Jacoby's. But anyways, what else you got going on tonight?
Open mic,
right at Germania. I know Josh has done that before.
Love the open mic nights. Yeah.
So, anything else on that list, Pigpen?
We have original touring artists, Paris Monster.
Right.
Supported by locals, the Mindframes and Sailors and Tailors.
Right.
That's going on at the back room of the Bottle and Barrel, just over the hill.
Yeah, that Paris Monster guy's like this drummer, right? That sings and like plays, I think, other instruments too while he plays drums.
Really?
There's a link on the cottonmouth.org website to his YouTube. You gotta go check it out. It's pretty cool.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
He plays keyboards and sings and plays drums.
Yeah, I think he does multiple things. Yeah. I didn't get totally through it, but I was like, holy cow, this guy's talented. You could tell right off the bat.
He's a monster.
Yeah, he's a Paris monster. Anyways. So that does it for Thursday night. Man, what an amazing Thursday, though.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Just a Thursday night
for everybody,
right?
Yeah, welcome to
every week, guys.
Welcome to A-Town.
That's right.
So what do you got going Friday night then, Josh?
Friday night we've got comedy improv night by Paper Slip Theater.
Oh.
It's called When We First Met. So it's another Valentine's Day themed for the weekend there.
You promised more breakups in this one.
There's possibly going to be some breakups. I'm not really sure, but that starts at 8:00. Doors open at 7:30. So
right. So
you guys can come to that too.
Yeah.
So Paper Slip Theater puts this on. Now, how do you do an improv comedy show?
Comedy improv. A lot of times they'll have crowd participation.
Yeah.
So they'll pick a topic. And then they'll bring people up, and you have to kind of act out what it is that they're talking about.
So there you go. We could just make it a breakup scene, and then
I'm sure there'll be some pretty good ones.
That's
they're hilarious.
They are, and they're down there quite a bit. So but get down there Friday night and check them out. What else is going on Friday night, Mr. Pigpen?
We've got the Waters Trifecta franchise in Woodriver.
That's a great act.
Mila Duffey is going to be down at Morrison's Irish Pub. Benbow City Shuffle. Okay, that's a new one. That's a new one on me. I like it though. Benbow City Shuffle going to be down the hill at Chez, Marilyn. At the Pump House, going to have our friends Bonehead.
Oh yeah,
that's Aaron McCoy and some of his buddies over there. Derek Howard.
Okay.
And, sort of a punk rock sort of thing, heavy edge sort of thing going on. And we got, what else we got? One more thing going on.
Yeah.
What was it? It was, Masterminds at Deutz Village Inn in Pontoon Beach.
Cool. That's all going on Friday night right here in the Riverbend. So let's move on now to Saturday. And Josh, you busy on Saturday down at Jacoby?
We're really busy on Saturday. We've got
Imagine that.
We've got our very first, what's called Artists in the Spotlight. Starts in February. We do it on the third Saturday of every month. There's going to be 6 different artists and performers performing throughout the day. Starts at 12 o'clock and goes till 5 o'clock. It's free to get in. It's all ages. And so we're going to have art, community, music, performance, music and video games, film, photography, podcast, publication, writing, and photography. So it's going to be a mix of Jacoby Art Center and Warm Soda Magazine. Is putting this on.
Right. Yes. Now there's a list of performers. You want to go through that list?
We've got one of the performers is Joey Saramentaro.
Mm-hmm. That's why I made him say that.
Yeah, I'm sure I didn't say it right. I even play music with him and I can't say it right.
Sorry about that.
We're also
so
he'll be opening the show, and then Sean Stone will be doing music.
That's an easy one.
For video games in the middle.
Now I've talked to Sean about that before. He's into this like video game music. Can you explain that a little bit further? Because I kind of get it, but
Well, he works with different people around the country, and they take video game songs that you've heard on old video games, all the different things.
Yeah.
Things that weren't necessarily ever intended to be performed by a real band.
Right.
So they're really complex.
Right.
Some of these things. and then they get together and they play them.
Yeah.
So it's way out of my scope.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to kind of touch on that because it's unique, folks.
Yeah, the Lonely Rolling Stars is the name of one of his video game performance bands.
Nice.
And they play at MagFest out in, I think it's New Jersey, every year to about 10,000 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so it's music and gaming is
something?
Yeah, is the festival.
Wow, that's really cool. All right, sorry to interrupt, but
no,
I knew that's
all right. So he'll be performing some of that stuff, probably with a live video game going on while he's playing.
Check that out.
Yeah, and then
you probably never seen that, folks. You got to get down there and see
right.
that.
That's something right, man. When are you going to see that? And where, other than Jacoby's?
Right.
So it'd be like you're sitting there playing a video game, and someone's standing right next to you playing the song to what you're playing.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Which some of these groups actually do that.
Yeah.
They have somebody playing the game on a big screen while the band's behind them playing the songs to the soundtrack.
It's like real rock band.
That's
right?
hilarious.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff.
All right.
And then Grass and Stone will also be playing, closing out that show that night. So, or that day, I guess.
It seemed like there was a little longer list than that I had. Did we miss some of the performers on there?
There's Mike Wolf with film, photography, and podcasts. Jeannie Stevens, writing and photography.
So those are seminars, right, I guess?
Yeah, it's kind of a mix of education and entertainment at the same time.
Cool. So does that
edutainment. There you go. Edutainment.
And then you guys do jamlin' when it's all over, right?
Yeah. We'll do a Q&A panel where we all sit and talk.
Nice. So education and rock and roll.
There you go, man.
Or whatever time.
All happening Saturday, February 16th at Jacoby's Art Center.
Free admission, all ages.
Nice. And that's just there, Pigpen. There's actually more going on in this town.
I'm going to tell you one thing that's going on that night. At the back room of the Bottle and Barrel.
Those guys again.
Echo Bass Quartet.
Oh, man. You've seen them.
I just saw these guys at the Happy Trails Festival, and they were good, man. These guys were good. They had it going on. So Echo Bass Quartet and Aid the Beast are both at the back room of the Bottle and Barrel on Saturday night.
Hold on a second now, because we got to talk about this Echo Bass Quartet a little more, because you guys are telling me these songs are like 10 minutes long.
Yeah, they had a full set, and I think they only played 4 songs.
Wow.
Yeah, but it didn't ever feel like the song was going on too long.
That's what I'm
You kind of didn't want the song to end, really.
Wow.
You didn't feel like, okay, boys, time to move on. You've been circling this wagon long. And no. It seemed to be a sort of progressive thing that they had a Moog on stage with them. The combination of the sounds that they were putting out, the tones that they were producing, with the music being sort of progressive and interesting, and
it was kind of perfect.
Man, they really just had it. Yeah, and they were just tight as could be. So yeah,
cool. So that's taking place down at the back room of the Bottle and Barrel.
Back room,
Saturday night. Right on.
Roaming Home.
Right?
Kurt Copeland and the crew are going to be up at Proof in Jerseyville, Illinois. Flatliner is going to be at Bottoms Up.
Cool.
Mila Duffey back at Morrisons again on Saturday. Chez, Marilyn got Pat Liston down there on Saturday night. So it's a blue mist. Poor Pat. He does it so good, and I'm just kind of. Anyway,
don't let Pigpen make you think.
No, believe me, he's.
Pat has not lost it.
No, he is not. I remember every now and again, would have him on back in the day, and I would think he's going to blow the high note this time. He's just going to blow it one. No, every time he's on it. So, cool. Down at the Old Bakery Brewery, we got Stephen Hake, Haake.
It's either Hake or Hockey.
And
then it said drums after it. So
I'm not sure if the guy's name Stephen Hake Drums. I mean, that's a pretty cool name. The funny thing is he plays guitar. No, right. I have no idea.
You're making that stuff.
Steve Guitar Miller played drums, right?
You're making stuff up again, Arnold.
You're making stuff up again, All right. Let's just move on.
Right on.
5 p.m. at the Pump House on Saturday, Acoustic DNA.
All right.
And then at the Pump House, Beowulf.
Oh.
So the Rollins boys coming out. So
Beowulf back on.
There you go, yeah.
Nice.
Of the Granny's Rocker fame back in the day. Man, that was the most happening club in this town for a long time.
All right, and I think the last one's the Melodies at the Stagger Inn again, right?
There you go. There you go.
That's a great band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what about on Sunday? Let's go ahead and get that. Looks like Marty at 2 p.m. on the Pump House patio is all I got. And of course,
Mind and Band at 10's Pin every Sunday.
And as we mentioned last week, in case you didn't catch it, only Sunday nights now for the Mind and Band instead of Wednesday and Sunday. So. Yeah. Well, Josh, thanks again for coming in. And if people want some more information on Jacoby's Art Center and what's going on down there, how do they find out?
Go to jacobyartcenter.org.
All right, and thanks everybody again for tuning in to this special YouTube version of Riverbend Talent because it wasn't on the radio this week, and so we decided to go ahead and promote what's going on around our amazing town, our amazing music scene. And all these gigs are listed at cottonmouth.org. So if you missed it and didn't quite get it, and I'll probably put it up in the comments below too. So just go there though, and I'll have the links to everything, including Jacoby's. And so if you didn't catch it, just a couple of buttons, cottonmouth.org, and you're right there.
And if you haven't made plans yet, now you know what to do. Now you know how to go about making your plans. Just look below at the links and figure out which one you want to do. Kurt Copeland, that's the one you want to do, right?
No, I'm going to Jacoby's.
Roaming home?
All weekend.
No?
I mean,
all weekend Jacoby's.
Yeah.
and probably sneak down and see, Echo Bass Quartet at some point.
And I'll be there right there with you. I'll be right there with you.
There you go.
All right, Josh, thanks again for coming in. And we remind people, that we're going to have Josh back on down the line, maybe a month or so from now, maybe a little less, talking about everything that's going on Jacoby's and what they've done down there. So make sure and tune in again for that. And the next week, we're back on the radio again, right? With Hookie, right?
I don't know, for real. We only know that week to week if they let us in the door.
We have radio sponsors, so... I think last week he pointed out, it's like, well, thanks to them, we actually get to come back.
Right. If it wasn't
because they don't have to pay us.
Right.
Halpin Music takes care of it. And Mr. Matt Van Voorhis, Macias Insurance. All right, Pigpen, you have a happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you.
Happy Valentine's Day.
And everybody get out there and support local music and art. We'll see you again. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. That was fun.